on. Come on. There we go. Now it seems to be working. All right. Now, after the breaking news, that was Mortal Kombat 1, a.k.a. Mortal Kombat 12, with that fantastic trailer dropping. You know we had to talk about it on NerdCage Live for this bonus stream, and who better than the immortal, the knowledgeable Tabmok99 is here with us to talk everything Mortal Kombat 1. That being said, Tabmok, give me that countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it!
Fatality!
Get over here! Hi, I'm martial art master Daniel Casino. You know me as the original Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, and Smoke. You are tuning in to NerdCage Live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Don't miss an episode or you'll get caged. So let's finish him.
NerdCage Live and gaming are a perfect match!
Shoot the J, Joe. Okay. Shoot it!
All right!
Over on NerdCage Live on Twitch, Jay and Joe go live.
Call me Bazooka Joe. It's all about you.
Kaboom! Playing both old school and new school games every Tuesday night. Ooh, what a sight!
Jay, stop looking at her face and run.
But she's so beautiful!
So be sure to follow NerdCage Live on Twitch.
Run for your life, Joe. Run for your life, Joe.
Running!
Run faster! Oh no, Joe! The galaxy's doomed because of you!
To scratch your gaming itch.
Oh, nice kick, Joe.
Thank you.
Yo, that's diabolical. Wait. Yo!
That's twitch.tv/NerdCageLive.
This is Anthony Marquez, better known as Kung Lao for Mortal Kombat. Make sure to like and subscribe to NerdCage Live. Be there. Us.
Finish him. I am Shao Kahn. Bow to me. Feel the power of Shao Kahn.
That's right, NerdCage Nation. Mark your calendars for Thursday, May 25th at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time as Brian Glenn, the original Shao Kahn for Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, guest on Nerd Live.
Hi, I'm Leah Montalongo, the OG Sindel. Please like, subscribe to NerdCage Live.
Greetings, citizens. You're now trapped in the nerd cage. We hope you have a smashing good time.
You're now about to witness the strength of geek knowledge. Hello and welcome. That's right. Once again, it's a special bonus Saturday night stream and you are trapped in NerdCage Live. This channel is a celebration of all things pop culture, including Mortal Kombat.
That's right. That's what brings us here today. So,
Absolutely.
Do you want to give everybody a rundown of the trailer?
We will. But please, hit that like button and subscribe. I'm your co-host, JCG, Certified Geek, 7 days a week, coming to you live from the land of Jim Brown, rest in peace, Syracuse, New York. And our moderator and Trollhammer is stuck working tonight, so I'm here solo. But it is my pleasure to reintroduce my friend, the most knowledgeable Mortal Kombat person I've ever met, and we are lucky to have him here. The Mortal Kombat community is grateful to have him. The NerdCage community is grateful to have him. Everybody, please give a warm welcome once again to the immortal Tabmok99. How are you, sir?
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Tabmok99. First of all, I wanted to say thank you very much to our host, Jay St. G, for having me on another episode of the NerdCage. Love being here. I'm dressed up for the occasion, as you can see. I also want to give a shout out to everybody who's in the chat right now. I saw Scott Banach, I saw Quincy Brown, I saw Uncanny Carlos, Mike McDonough, Round One Podcast, and of course, your co-host who's stuck working tonight, FallenOne Gaming. So, thank you everybody for being here tonight so we can discuss the Mortal Kombat 1 trailer and of course, speculate on some of the game's features itself.
Absolutely.
Finish him!
And Tabmok, I'm so glad that you brought up the t-shirts, because you know what? We have a TeePublic, guys. Please, if you want to support the channel, please check out our TeePublic.
So many great designs. So many great designs up on your TeePublic.
Hold on, there it is. There it is. Oh, you know why I can't see it? Because I gotta move this. There it is. There is our TeePublic. The link is in the description. Check out all these awesome designs. And guess what? We have Mortal Kombat designs, and I have them right here to show you guys. So check out all these fantastic designs. So here is the one that Tabmok is wearing. It's the regular shirt with the Strength of Geek Knowledge on our back. It's our #1 selling shirt. Our second most top selling shirt is this one. It's
I wonder what that's a parody of.
Yes, not for kids, but for you Mortal Kombat fans. We got the Mortal Kombat 1 Fatality style. We have the Mortal Kombat 2 Fatality style. The Mortal Kombat 3 Fatality style. And we even have the Mortal Kombat Arcade Marquee style. And in celebration of Tears of the Kingdom, we even got some awesome Zelda shirts. So if you know, they come in any size, any color, big or small, all the way from small all the way to 5XL. So if you're a skinny booty call or a fat fuck, it don't matter. You can get yourself a shirt. They look great, they feel great, they smell great. Get yourself a shirt. That's how you can support us directly. Thank you very much. And of course, while I have everybody here, I want to let everybody know that we have a big show coming up next Thursday. That's
Your next guest is no weak, pathetic fool, is he?
Not at all. Bodybuilder extraordinaire, the original Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, Brian Glenn, will be here on NerdCage Live Thursday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's May 25th. Be there. Have your questions ready. This may be a live interview, but I cannot guarantee you we'll be able to fetch all the questions. So if you submit your questions to us now via social media, you'll have a better chance of your question being asked on air. But we look forward to it. Again, we're on Twitter, Nerd_Cage, Instagram, Nerd_Cage, the Facebook discussion group, link in the description, NerdCage Nation, and of course our Discord. That's how you can get a hold of us, and that's how you can submit questions early for Thursday for, yes, Brian Glenn, the original. I can't believe the Outworld Invasion's really happening, Tabmok.
Well, it was always going to happen. I see this giant red swirling portal outside, and I knew something big was going down. Had to signal Shao Kahn himself, the almighty Emperor of Outworld. And, I, for one, welcome our new Outworld overlords. So let's give a big shout out for the new Emperor, who's going to spare your soul if you swear loyalty to him, so why wouldn't you?
Absolutely. You know what? I wouldn't mind working up my ranks in the Outworld army, just saying.
I never really wanted to join the military myself, so I think I would just study sorcery. That might be a little bit safer of a path for me in my career in service to the almighty Emperor of Outworld. But we all have our own skills that we bring to the table, don't we?
Absolutely. So yeah, so that's all. So that's basically everything that's leading up to tonight. So Tabmok, I just want to know what your thoughts are when that trailer dropped. What were your thoughts? How are you feeling now that that's another thing. Now that we've had time to take it all in, we saw Ed Boon's conference. We get to digest it now, kind of calm ourselves down a little bit and think rationally.
Or build us up into even more of a fever pitch of hype, depending on which way we go with it, right? Yes. I also want to give a shout out to Doomzilla, who's now in the chat.
Yes, that's my dude.
So thank you for being here, everybody. Dude, let's take a minute and reflect on the journey that brought us here. Think about what happened at the ending of MK11. Think about Fire God Liu Kang defeating Kronika, getting the hourglass, getting the crown, deciding, okay, I'm resetting time. I'm going to do things new and different. If anybody was paying attention to the plot of MK11, we knew what was going on, right?
Yeah.
Like, this shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody who was really, really paying close attention to the story. But I do see a lot of surprise out there in the community, so I'm kind of surprised at their surprise.
Well, that's just it. Okay, I'm not surprised, Tabmok, but I'll say this. Leading up to the announcement, by the way, we knew the announcement was coming thanks to the executive who leaked it and whatnot. And, of course, all the speculation was there. But the thing is, the main question going in was, which ending of Mortal Kombat Aftermath was canon? Was it the Shang Tsung ending, where he takes over all the realms with Raiden and Fujin as his pawns? Or was it the one that Tabmok just mentioned, where Fire God Liu Kang resets time, going back to the Great Kung Lao era, and that's what has been revealed, that the Fire God Liu Kang ending is indeed canon, and it is confirmed that this is the new timeline picking up right from the previous game. And this is what's exciting. This is why I'm excited. This is our first, outside, I'm saying, just including the games here. We're not talking Mortal Kombat Conquest or any of the TV shows or movies. This is the first time we're actually getting the game set during the time of the Great Kung Lao.
Actually, yeah, that's not something that they explore too much. We get to finally see it. Yeah. So, that was amazing. We weren't really sure. In fact, a lot of us still aren't quite sure on all the details. Is this really set in the time of Great Kung Lao? Is this really set 500 years ago? Is it set in today's time? Are they going to do some kind of time skip going from back then to now? What exactly is going on? The rumors, the discussion, what does it all mean? This is one of my favorite times before a game's release, before any new Mortal Kombat game. No, this could mean this. No, this could mean that. The fan theories, the debates.
Yep.
Dude, you gotta love it. Even before, somebody asked in the chat, Mike asked, which ending is canon, Aftermath or, MK11? I think MK11, but it could be Aftermath. In fact,
could be either or. You know what? It's funny.
Theory.
It could be either or, Tabmok, because first and foremost, me and Joe just got finished. We just played Aftermath this past Friday, yesterday, and last week we played MK11 server. We went back to back. Again, that was not planned. It was planned, but we didn't know Mortal Kombat 12 was going to be Mortal Kombat 1. I keep saying Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 1 was going to be announced. So it was a good refresher. So here's the thing. If you really, really think about it, both games, or I'm saying MK11, MK Aftermath, both stories basically both end with Liu Kang taking hold of the hourglass. But I feel like, and this is just my opinion, I feel like it's Aftermath. My gut tells me Aftermath, but you can make the argument either or.
You can. I've also seen a fan theory out there that I'd like to put out there.
Yeah.
But you know what? Before we get into that, let's rewind it a little bit.
Absolutely.
Speaking of time travel, let's go back in time just a little. You mentioned the executive who leaked Mortal Kombat 12.
Yes.
Then there was a leak saying that the title would be Mortal Kombat 1. And
just days before.
An executive call to say, no, the title's going to be 12 because we heard it. And now it turns out that it's actually 1. Like, isn't that something?
You know what? I'm not going to lie to you, and I know I'm going to get crap for this, but I'm going to be honest with you. I hate
Say your opinion.
I hate the title. I really do. I understand why they picked the title. I heard Ed Boon's, what he said, that this goes back in time. That's why he's calling it. I feel like Mortal Kombat 0 or Mortal Kombat New Era would have been a better title, or even Mortal Kombat 12 would have been better titles than Mortal Kombat 1. But I got two reasons why, and I know Ed Boon already talked about one of them. He said it's going back in time. My thing is, Liu Kang is the poster child for this game. He's on the cover. He's the statue for the collector. We're going to get to the collector's edition. But I feel like Mortal Kombat 1 is because Liu Kang is Raiden and Liu Kang as one. That's the one of the things I have got from the title as well. I don't know how you feel about that.
So I actually am on board with the title. I see what they're doing. They're doing the same thing here that they did with Mortal Kombat 9, where they just called it Mortal Kombat. It tells the audience that this is a reboot. This is starting over. This is a new era, a new timeline. They call it Mortal Kombat again. They had to differentiate it between this and Mortal Kombat 9, so they just called it Mortal Kombat 1. Well, you know what? I think that's actually a good decision from a marketing standpoint, because you can let the audience know, hey, if you're not up on your Mortal Kombat lore, if you don't feel like you're going to be able to follow what's going on, don't worry about it. Just come on in. It's a clean slate. It's a blank slate, right? As Liu Kang said in the opening.
Yep.
So just come on in and get acclimated to this new environment, because it's going to be just as new for you as it is for everybody else. So I think that's what they're doing here. That's what they're going for. I'm on board. I'm all in.
And I also want to point out, too, that they're going really heavy on story. We didn't see any gameplay footage, just story cinematics. And Ed Boon even said that this game is story-oriented first. And ever since Mortal Kombat versus DC, sorry people, I know you don't like hearing it, Mortal Kombat DC was the first Mortal Kombat game that had a story mode. It was the first fighting game to have a story mode. And here's the thing, as these games go on, the heavier and heavier and the more emphasis the story gets. And now they're going ham on it. I love ham. They're saying that
You're like that guard in Conquest mode. I love ham.
Yes. So that's just it. This is a story-driven game first, then a fighting game. So I'm good with that, because to me the story mode's what's probably the most exciting thing about these games in recent memory.
I mean, honestly, yeah, as a lore buff myself, even if I can't play the game, I can kind of go back and watch the story mode on YouTube, and that's hell fun. It really is. The lore and the discussions around the lore, to me, that's even more fun than discussing like the fighting mechanics, and which move can overpower which other move. The lore is Mortal Kombat's always been heavy on the lore compared to any other fighting game. Other fighting games have had to take their lore a little bit more seriously just because Mortal Kombat is, and you'll see that like other games now, like Street Fighter, are doing story mode. So I love that competition.
And Marvel vs. Capcom did as well.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I just love the fact that Mortal Kombat sort of set the tone there, and other games are like, all right, well, we got to do that too. Like, we got to keep up. So I think it's great. As regarding Shang Tsung and his appearance in this new timeline, what do you think? Is this Liu Kang reset the universe, so eventually Shang Tsung was going to be reborn in it? Or do you think this is Shang Tsung from his timeline, an alternate future, who came back to Liu Kang's timeline to mess things up for him?
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. I'm going to speculate. I have a feeling. Remember, Mortal Kombat Aftermath, Shang Tsung and Fujin, and then they got banished into the void. I'm wondering if Shang Tsung is once again emerging from the void. Maybe before he lost to Liu Kang in that awesome final battle in Aftermath between Liu Kang and Shang Tsung, which was very poetic, because that's how Mortal Kombat 1, the very first Mortal Kombat game, ended that way, and so did Mortal Kombat Aftermath. I have a feeling that Shang Tsung knew that he was going to lose, and he made an escape to the void some way, somehow, and I think he waited waited in the void to show up in the merge in this new timeline. Or since this is Liu Kang's timeline, he knows he can't get rid of him. He's gonna have to deal with them. It's just a matter of getting everybody prepared for what is about to happen. He's got the knowledge of it, the geek knowledge of it, because he's been there. His future, is their past. His past is their future. He knows what's gonna happen.
I hate temporal mechanics.
But I'm just saying that Liu Kang has lived the future, and he's coming. That's why he's choosing Great Kung Lao as his champion. He wants to prepare him for Goro, prepare him for Shang Tsung. And again, there's a lot of leaks out there, but we ain't gonna talk about them because we don't want to spread anything that's false. But there's a lot of stuff that's out there. Where, again, these are just, again, this is just purely speculation. So we're very excited. And I did see a tweet from Ed Boon today. Ed Boon said, and I don't know how long ago it was, but I seen it today. He said that every character's new origins will be explained. Someone was pointing out, well, why does Melina exist in this timeline? And
right, isn't Shang Tsung her creator? So if there's no Shang Tsung up until now, how'd that happen exactly?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're gonna show us.
So yeah, we're gonna see a whole new. We're gonna see familiar faces, everybody, but they're gonna have all new origins.
Jay, would you say it's a whole new world?
Yes.
Would you go ahead and sing that for us?
It's a whole new world. No, I can't sing. Joe can sing. I can't sing.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, he could do the Jasmine lines if you want to do the Aladdin lines.
Yeah, maybe on another stream. Maybe we'll do a stream where maybe for charity. I'll do it for charity.
Did you just spill all your water?
Not all of it, just a little bit.
I'll
do it for charity.
Yeah.
So
Emperor X had a good comment. We all know Shang Tsung, but what did Shang sing?
With a T.
Shang Tsung, a whole new world, obviously. I think we settled that.
Absolutely.
And with his shape shifting, he can do both parts.
Yeah, and I do gotta say some stuff here since we're on the topic of Shang Tsung. A couple of disappointments here.
Dude, he was badass in that trailer.
I'm just disappointed.
He's amazing.
I want to carry Tagawa again.
Well, what do you? Yeah, I know. I mean, he was cool. But we just saw that, and I don't mind them taking him in a new direction. Don't you think that he looked a little bit like the Shang Tsung from the MK2021 film?
Yes, and you know what? Speaking of MK2021, look at the dragon logo.
Oh my God, the similarities there are uncanny. If I could give a shout out to Uncanny Carlos in the audience here. It looks exactly like the Arcana, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. And Joe, FallenOne Gaming, my moderator and Trollhammer, who's in the chat, he pointed out that if you watch Shang Tsung do the Soul Steal on, I believe, is it Katana or who was it in the trailer? Refresh my memory. When he did the Soul Steal.
Yeah, he did the Soul Steal, right?
He did it just the way Shang Tsung did in the 2021 movie. Same exact.
Yeah, his movement was identical.
Yep. And of course, we already know that.
And you're stealing Kung Lao's soul, by the way.
Okay.
Which is also the soul of the person he stole in the MK2021 film, if you think about it.
Yep. So yeah, I think they're really leaning hard on the movie. And they know that the next movie is, in fact, coming. They're going to be starting filming in June, supposedly. And it looks like we just got a Jade announcement today as far as casting for Mortal Kombat.
No, by the way, I did see that Jade announcement a couple days ago, but today it was shared by Ed Boon. So,
and Joe Blow reported it, too. Shout out to Joe Blow. I work for them as an editor.
Yes. So, go Joe Blow.
Yes.
Try saying that 10 times fast.
Go Joe Blow, 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 go Joe Blow. Yes. So if Joe Blow's reporting it, and the Hollywood Reporter's reporting it, Ed Boon's retweeting it, I think it's safe to say that it's accurate news, and we're gonna be, I think we're gonna get, like I said, production. I think production will be starting really soon. And
now anything can happen, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes they have to recast somebody at the last minute, but right now I think those plans are pretty much good to go. Yeah.
And the script is done, and this is before the writer's strike, so.
Oh yeah, good thing.
Yeah.
Good. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that
Yeah, the writer's strike.
threw
Yeah,
everything off.
because the I don't know if anybody here's watched the show Moon Knight with Oscar Isaac. So the people who wrote that series is writing Mortal Kombat, the 2021 sequel.
Yes.
So if
And
you're
by
a
the way,
fan
do
of
you
that
think-
show, then that gives us hope.
All right, so quick departure then, since we're talking about the 2021 sequel now.
Yeah.
What do you think? Are they going to give us a title like Mortal Kombat 2, or are they going to give us a subtitle like they did with Mortal Kombat Annihilation?
I think we're gonna get a subtitle. I don't think they should call it Mortal Kombat 2, because then people will be confused, saying, "Oh, is this a sequel to the 1995 movie, or is this a sequel to the 2020?" Like, yeah, I think they should just give it a subtitle.
Yeah. What subtitle would you like to see for it?
Mortal Kombat. There's actually a tournament this time.
Well, since it's actually a tournament this time, maybe a title for it would be Mortal Kombat 1.
That'll be even more confusing. And then people will be like, "Oh, is this a movie based on the game that came out back in September?" Yeah. So
To differentiate it, they should spell it out. ONE.
okay. I don't know. I think there'll be some kind of subtitle if I'm really beyond. Like I said, what if it's called Mortal Kombat Invasion or Mortal Kombat? I don't know. Enter Outworld. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, you know what? There's so many different directions, but I'm sure they'll workshop it and come out with something great.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah,
And
all right,
hopefully
cool.
this movie improves. I still have my gripes with the 2021 movie. Hopefully this will be an improvement. But as we were talking about before, that between the logo and Shang Tsung and some of these other stuff, like they're really like they're closing the gap between the game and the movie as far as presentation.
Evil Emperor X used the phrase corporate synergy. I like that.
Mortal Kombat also.
Corporate synergy has a nice ring to it. It sounds a lot better than studio interference.
Yes.
Look, as long as it's not Cole Young in the games, I think I could be on board with this stuff, like what they're doing, like they're kind of tying everything together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I don't think they should
want
put
to see
Cole Young.
Arcanas in the game.
Nah.
I don't want to see an Arcana. I don't want to see Kano without the metal faceplate. You know what I mean? But a few nods to the 2021 film. I think they did it pretty good so far. It looks pretty sick the way they're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's just amazing. This is our first Mortal Kombat game in the current gen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, so somebody asked a question. Quincy Brown actually wants to know if you're going live next week for the PlayStation Showcase. That's Wednesday. I know you got Brian Glynn Thursday. Are you going to have time to do PlayStation Showcase, though? Because that's kind of important. What do you think?
Honestly, I don't know. That will be a last minute. If we do end up doing it, I'll say game time decision.
Yes, okay.
Game time
Fair
decision. And if we do it, we're going to do it strictly on Twitch.
Okay.
Just so because I don't know if it's a copyright thing. So I think if we do end up doing it, it'll be on Twitch. Obviously, Joe and I will talk about it. I know Joe is a PlayStation guy, and there are rumors that there'll be more Mortal Kombat footage shown during this presentation. So that gives me good reason to do one. And
yeah, we've heard a lot of that. We have heard a lot about that. That's a good thing to be aware of.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would, it'll be a game time decision. I'm working a new job now, day job now. I mean, I work many jobs. I have NerdCage, I have Joe Blow, and of course, I have a regular day job like everybody else. And Wednesday is one of my days to work, and yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to have time. Also, not to mention, if I have Joe Blow material to work on, that obviously comes first because they pay me. If I don't have any Joe Blow material to work on, if I'm out of work early enough and Joe doesn't have to, we'll try. We will definitely try, and if we do end up doing it, I assure you it will be a Twitch only. But we will put a post on YouTube so everybody will know to go to Twitch.
Fair enough. So I just want to remind everybody, part of the journey, before we got this trailer drop, there was that MK 30th anniversary video that NetherRealm put out. And then at the very end, they had that little teaser. And all it was a grain of sand. And dude, the community went nuts. You remember that? You remember that. Let's not forget that. That grain of sand video, changed it. It was a game changer. And if you think about it, it's so funny because all it is just a little tiny grain of sand. But man, the memes were crazy. I know Evil Emperor X made some awesome memes based on that. I made a couple memes based on that. Mortal Kombat Meme Realm on Instagram had a lot of great ones. Dude, it was just a magical time. Then we had the clock.
Yep.
What did you think about that clock? Did you see how many hidden meanings that they had thrown in there? The time started at 9 because Mortal Kombat 9 was the timeline of this new universe. And it went 9, 10, 11. Then it skipped past 12 and it's all the way back at the beginning and it's at 1. And man, that was just
Now we know. They didn't want to call it Mortal Kombat 12, so it skipped over to 12 and went to 1, hence Mortal Kombat 1. I get it now. At the time, I didn't.
I'll be honest, I kind of realized based on the ending of MK11, I saw, oh, okay, that's what they're going with. And then when the title of the
got
game
leaked, yep. It all
when the title got
sense.
leaked, that sort of reinforced it. So I wasn't really surprised by any of this, but I love the way it all rolled out. We were kind of prepped for that trailer, you know what I mean? And
I'm not going to lie to you, though, that those 2 teasers did frustrate me. It's come on, give us something.
No, I loved them. No, that's crazy. I freaking loved them.
I'm sorry, it's no. It was too hard. It was too hard. It was too tense for me. It drove me nuts.
It was, I loved them because it was just ripe for so much meme material. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, my favorite was the game cover, Mortal Kombat 12 with the grain of sand on it.
Well, my favorite one was, maybe I'm biased here, but I like the Spaceballs one, where it's the count, they got President Scroob and Dark Helmet, and the thing's counting down. And Colonel Sanders, and it's 9, 10, 11, 1. 1? What the hell happened at 12?
And I saw one with the Orange County Choppers, where he throws the chair and they're arguing about the title.
Oh my God, that one.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of good ones.
There was so much, so many great memes. But then we actually got the trail. Oh, Ed Boon said this week. Do you remember how everything was going down? All that vertical text he was posting.
Yeah.
Uncanny Carlos posted a picture of his Mortal Kombat 11 gym bag, which I also have one of those, by the way.
I want one. Oh my God! I'm going to go on eBay and find one.
So does Ed Boon, and he posted, "Where's mine?" And he put it MINE going down. At the time, I didn't really think anything much of that, but then he started posting this week, and it was all going down, and it's oh man, I know something big is going down this week.
Yes. Yeah.
And then it is actually, he said this week is actually the very next day.
Yeah, and
we
then
got
he said
trailer.
tomorrow. And then he said trailer will be announced tomorrow, and then hence we got it. I do see a question in here from Evil Emperor X. He says, "Do you think the face models and costumes are upgrades or downgrades from MK? I think they're upgrades.
Yeah.
I think they're absolute upgrades,
especially rated.
And like I said, me and Joe literally just got done replaying MK11 story mode and Aftermath. And after watching that trailer, I watched about 3 or 4 times already.
Yep.
Yeah, it's definitely an upgrade. And here's the best part.
Kitana looked amazing. I said this before, and I'll say it again. Kitana looked the best she's ever been.
Yes. No, I'm actually happy with all the models in the game so far. And for those who don't know, we're actually going to get, and it's been confirmed, we're going to get a Jean-Claude Van Damme Johnny Cage skin.
That's right. That's right. Hopefully you can get Van Damme on as a guest on NerdCage. That would be great.
I could try. That would be something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then my first question with him would be, do you regret turning down Mortal Kombat for Street Fighter the movie?
Dude, he's in both now. He's in both. Colonel Guile.
Yep.
Colonel Guile.
That's right, because we have Street Fighter the movie, the game, and now Mortal Kombat 1. So now he's actually in, Jean-Claude Van Damme's actually in both franchises. You're right.
I'm so glad we're finally gonna get a Johnny Cage skin that can kick M. Bison's ass so hard that the next M. Bison wannabe is gonna feel it.
Amen. Okay, Tabmok, do you have any... Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, we're not going to talk, like, too many, like... But we just want to see, is there any specific skin that's, like, on your wish list for Mortal Kombat 1?
Well, I'm glad you asked me that. I really am, because I don't know if Reptile is going to be in this game or not. We'll have to wait and see. But my favorite version of Reptile ever was the one from the Mortal Kombat 2 commercial by Acclaim.
Yes.
And if they make a Reptile skin based on his appearance in that commercial, that would be hype. That was by far my favorite version of Reptile ever. And if you pre-ordered Mortal Kombat 2 from Acclaim back in the day, you got a poster, and you got 3 posters actually, and one of the posters had like stills from that live action
I have that poster.
Yeah,
I do.
You know what I'm talking about.
Hold on, I'm gonna grab it. I have it right here, and I'm lucky to have it signed by Master Pacina and John Parrish. I'm gonna full screen myself real quick because here it is.
Okay, so there's a little bit of glare because you got it in a nice protected glass.
It's on a it's because it's a frame poster.
Yes. No, you did good. You did good by protecting it. If you look carefully, Scorpion's costume in that commercial seems to have set the tone for how their costumes would look in Ultimate MK3. I was just like amazed that was the case. But anyway, if they do a Reptile skin like that, that would be my favorite.
It's John Parrish. He put Jax Wins, and Master Pacina put Get Over Here.
That's right.
So yeah, I actually bought this poster on eBay. Thank you, eBay. Just for them to sign it because they came to Syracuse for a gaming convention. So, but yes, I love that poster, and I love those stills that you're talking about, Tabmok.
I would love to know what happened to the Shao Kahn helmet that was on that poster that was in that commercial.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I think going back to this trailer, if we want to just look at it more in depth, do you think... This is the end of the trailer, so I'm kind of analyzing it backwards here, but do you think that Liu Kang's move with the red and the blue fire, do you think that's going to be a fatality?
Yes. Yeah, because one of the things they emphasize on the synopsis and the details of the game is saying that there's more they said more story, more this, and more fatalities. So, yeah, without a doubt, I believe that is a fatality. I also believe that Shang Tsung's Soul Steel and whatever he did to Katana there, I think it's going to be one of his fatalities as well. I think... Now, this is not me. This is shout out to FallenOne Gaming. I voiced my frustration about Shang Tsung, meaning, a couple things. One, I was kind of hoping for Cary Tagawa. 2, I'm a little disappointed that for the second game in a row, Shang Tsung is DLC. For the second game in a row. I'm a little bit irritated about that.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that before, but you're right. He was DLC in MK11, and it was hype when they revealed that, by the way. Everybody went crazy over it because we didn't expect it.
Yes. And my thing I'm a little irritated is like, all right, well, Shang Tsung is the bad guy again.
Maybe.
That's just it. FallenOne Gaming, he's holding out hope that Shang Tsung's not the only one that came out of the portal, that there's another big bad, whether if it's a new one or one we haven't seen in a while. Just saying.
When there's a portal going on like this one right here, anything could come out of it.
Exactly.
Usually nothing good.
Yes. But yeah, I do. But like I said, those are a couple of my minor nitpicks and minor frustrations. Forgive me. I know that some of the people are going to Mortal Kombat community probably will crucify me for saying it. But it's true, though. The fact that he's DLC twice in a row and coming off Cary Tagawa, and of course, like, if he's the big baddie again, it's just like, oh, come on. Give us something a little different, But
yeah,
we'll see. But again, it's still early. It's still early. Maybe we'll get more news as time progresses.
It would be weird to have him as the big bad guy and as DLC both, but they could do that. It would be different. I don't expect it to go down quite like that.
Honestly, like before we got the announcement, I was really praying that Kintaro would be the pre-order DLC, because first it was an MKX, it was Goro, and then MK11 was Shao Kahn. I was really hoping that Kintaro would be the DLC pre-order, but it ends up being Shang Tsung. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm just disappointed just based on Shang Tsung is DLC 2 games in a row. It is a little bit of a disappointment there.
I'm good with it. I love Shang Tsung. care who the DLC. I don't care how they do it, whether he's on the base and the roster as a DLC, because I'm gonna get all the DLC anyway. I'm gonna get all the fighters. So it almost doesn't matter to me who's DLC and who's on the base roster. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I just feel like the developers, like, you know, I just feel like maybe there's a little bit of favoritism. I feel like the favoritism in the base roster. That's just my opinion. Who knows?
I see where you're coming from. I get it because it's 2 games in a row. But for me, I'm good with it. I'm excited for the next character
Good night,
reveal.
Carlos. Thanks for coming in.
Yes, thank you. I said that in the chat too, but I'll say it here. I'm excited to see who the next character reveal is going to be. Now, obviously, if you go to the official website, they do confirm Johnny Cage. And as you said, Jean-Claude Van Damme is a skin of his. So we know Johnny Cage is going to be in it. How that's going to work with it being set in the past or set in the present, or is it going to be someone shifting time, coming from a time that he doesn't really belong to? We're just going to have to see how they play it, how they write that into the lore.
That's just it. I really think there's going to be one of 2 things. Either there's going to be a time shift because Liu Kang, Fire God Liu Kang demands it.
Yeah.
Or we're going to get an all-new origin of Johnny Cage set in the past. Or 3, kind of like with the one thing I appreciate that Mortal Kombat X did was how they separated the story mode from the arcade mode. Meaning, like, for example, Mortal Kombat X, you had, like, Liu Kang, Kung Lao, not as Revenants, but as their older human selves, and they kept that separate canon from story mode. So I'm also thinking that that some of the just the pure fighting game, the arcade mode, there are going to be characters present and past that are just strictly for arcade mode, and then there's going to be the canon story mode. And I think there's going to be like an arcade mode that just has all your favorite characters present and past.
Okay, yeah, just throw them all together. And, you know, sometimes they'll clear up who got where through intro dialogues, which I know a lot of people regard them as non-canon. A lot of them are kind of hard to fit into the canon.
Yeah.
So Evil Emperor X asks another great question here. You know, that if you look at the reveal trailers for MKX, MK11, they kind of give you a hint at how the game mechanics are going to work. Like, they show X-rays and stuff like that.
This time they didn't.
But didn't they? Because he may have picked up on a hint. Liu Kang, in this new timeline, wants to give people more of a choice. You can either become friends or brothers, or you can become enemies and fight.
Okay.
And is that going to be part of the story mode?
That's just it. I think and it all started with Injustice 2, where you could pick, when you get to the chapter, you could pick different characters, and
you can do that in 11 also.
Yes, and of course the ending to Injustice 2, you pick between Batman or Superman, and then of course in Mortal Kombat 11, you get to pick between Shang Tsung and Liu Kang.
For Aftermath, yes.
For Aftermath,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I think they're gonna implement that. But FallenOne Gaming thinks, and he speculated this too, he thinks that when you do these choices, it's gonna change the outcome of the story completely, and I think that's where that comes in. I think that there's gonna be. I think that's what's cool about this. It's gonna get the story mode replay value. Well, okay, if you're gonna do scenario A, well, what happens if I do this scenario instead of this scenario? If I were, you know, I think it's gonna give.
Dude, the lore geeks are gonna have so much fun drawing up these little trees on all these little diagrams and figuring out how to get from one mode to the other and what all the little ins and outs of it are.
Yeah.
And Mortal Kombat is very, very good at hiding secrets in the game. So God only knows how much secretive stuff they're gonna hide in modes like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, and then the thing is, story mode is first. They've already said that the main focus to this game is the story mode, and of course there's gonna be other modes. There's even gonna be some. Now I don't know. What are they talking about? Cameo fighters or something?
Yeah, well, most people are thinking it's going to kind of work like assist fighters do in other games.
Yeah, kind of like in Marvel vs. Capcom 1, where like you pick your 2 characters and then you pick your assist character.
Yeah.
A shout out to Maximilian, dude. He pointed that out, that he thinks that's going to be, you know, these cameos are going to be like MVC assists.
Yeah.
Some people might be disappointed though, because then some of their favorite characters may just be assist characters, and that might be a little upsetting to some people instead of like being playable characters. But we'll see.
You know, someone who starts out as an assist character could maybe become a DLC for a future combat pack release if they're popular enough.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, you could say that about anything. You have to wait and see. But man, it is fun to really think about how they're gonna roll this out, isn't it?
Yeah, and I really hope they bring back tag team mode like in Mortal Kombat 9. But
right,
please,
that tag team mode was great.
Pretty please, my only request, please do co-op, couch co-op tag team mode, please, or even online co-op.
Jay, if they do this, think about the possibilities that they could do with tag that they couldn't have done with MK9. They could do tag team dialogue intros.
Yeah.
I would hate to be the guy mapping out every possible combination sequence of dialogue there is to do, but man, that would be amazing if they have the time and the resources to pull something like that off. They could do tag team fatalities.
Yeah.
Imagine Scorpion and Sub-Zero allying themselves as brothers. Sub-Zero freezes the guy while Scorpion burns him. Like, they could just have so much fun with it.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, I'm hoping we get that. Because if there's assists in the game, that just tells me there's got to be tag team. I have a feeling that we're hopefully they're gonna bring back tag team. I feel like the fans have been demanding it the most. And no, Joe, we're not gonna talk about that specific leak there.
I think that leak is okay.
Okay, all right, then Tabmok, go ahead. I'll let you.
I'll talk about it only because I personally verified that it was on the Amazon Italy website myself. Like, I was on the site and I took a screenshot of it before they pulled it down. So I don't like to share unverified rumors. I don't like to spread fake news, but I know for sure that was on Amazon's site. In fact, I still have it open in another tab on my window right now. I didn't close out of it, so like if I refresh the page, it's gonna disappear. It's gonna change. Yeah, but so I left it open on my browser from like 2 days ago. So I don't mind talking about that one just because it was Amazon. Like, it wasn't us. It's not like I got secret information and I'm sharing it with everybody. This was public, so it's fine. They confirmed Omni-Man. They confirmed Homelander. They confirmed. They described Johnny Cage as a cameo, which is a little odd because Johnny Cage is supposed to be base roster, isn't he? Like, there's a skin for
they already said in the synopsis that he's one of the base roster characters. Yeah.
Yeah. Now look, so you kind of have to take it with a grain of salt, or I guess as we should say these days, with a grain of sand.
Yes.
It is possible that Amazon got something wrong, but let me pull up the site right now. My Italian's a little rusty, so sorry about that. But let me go to the Amazon listing right now. I've got it open in this tab.
I just want to point out too, one of those characters also was Peacemaker.
Yes, Peacemaker.
I will say this.
Yep.
Now, again, just for the reference, and I don't care who I say this in front of, I'm just going to say I personally hate guest characters because the Mortal Kombat has such a rich history of characters, and I don't like seeing guest characters take up the spots of characters we haven't seen in a while. Anyway, that's just me being a purist and a crybaby. But I will say that I've accepted the fact that there's always going to be DLC guest characters because that's good for the casuals, and Ed Boon has confirmed that's who sells the most, and it brings casuals in. That being said, as far as Peacemaker, I just hope as long as it's got the likeness and the voice of John Cena, pretty please.
So if John Cena is in, I guess we could say you've made your peace with the guests?
Yes, and also Yeah. So, and I think, and if I'm being realistic too, John Cena would bring in all those wrestling fans to Mortal Kombat. Not that, even though a lot of Mortal Kombat fans, including Mad Mike Jones, are wrestling fans as well. But I really think it would bring a whole lot of wrestling fans and Cena fans to Mortal Kombat if in fact it is Peacemaker with John Cena's likeness. As far as Omni-Man and Homelander, first and foremost, I'm a fan of both shows. I think both The Boys is like my favorite show right now, and
Dude, we've
love
talked about The
Invincible.
Boys all the time. You've had me on your show because that's like one of the few things I actually
Isn't
keep up
that
with.
weird, Tabmok? Look how we've come full circle. The very first stream you ever did where you didn't talk about Mortal Kombat was The Boys. And now all of a sudden, The Boys character is likely, all the signs are pointing that he's going to be DLC, Homelander, even though I really...
He's become relevant. Retroactively relevant to Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Who knew?
And so I can't be mad at that. And I feel like, even though story-wise it sounds a little wonky, but when it comes to like the tone and the blood and the violence of The Boys, it reflects Mortal Kombat. So I am good with Homelander. Even though I would have preferred Billy Butcher because of Carl Urban being Johnny Cage. But that being said, Homelander...
Also another interesting connection.
Yeah. Yes! That is also another connection there. And obviously... Oh, yeah, it's another thing. I really hope Anthony Starr, if this in fact is true, Anthony Starr's likeness and his voice is used for this. And it's same with J.K. Simmons. Why did I say J. Jonah Jameson? I almost freaking said it. J.K. Simmons. I hope they use his voice and likeness as well.
Okay, well, if they're going to use him, then I just have one assignment for you. Get me pictures of Spider-Man.
Shout out, I can't wait for Across the Spider-Verse, by the way.
I know. Yeah, it'll be awesome.
Yeah. So,
all right, so let's go back to this MK12 trailer. Dude, what do you think about their costumes?
Love them. Love it.
Aren't they the best?
Because I like the fact that it fits the timeline.
Yeah.
That's why. I dig it.
And yet they're perfectly recognizable. You totally, I'm 100% in on this one.
And here's the thing, the older I get, and shout out to our dear friends, Master Daniel Pacino, like the older I get, the more I appreciate the Shaw Brothers films. And the very first Mortal Kombat game had a Shaw Brothers aesthetic to it.
Yeah.
And that's what I got from this trailer. These costumes, the look, the environments, the set in the past there. It's got a Shaw Brothers aesthetic to it. And that's what Mortal Kombat's kind of been missing since the first game, that Shaw Brothers aesthetic. And we're getting that back.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, Raiden looks great. The great Kung Lao. Well, he has great in his name, so you already know how he looks. Yes. Kitana and Melina, I think they look the best they've ever been, which it's just fantastic. Like, you just love to see it.
And I think this version of Fire God Liu Kang looks better. Don't get me wrong, Fire God Liu Kang and MK11 was badass. I like this one more.
Yeah, I mean, somebody in the chat, I can't remember who because I have to scroll up, but they were asking, like, do we think it's an upgrade? And I really do.
I do, too. I really do. The only thing is I don't want to get my hopes too high because it's clearly cinematics, and it may not that may not be what the gameplay, the game will actually look like.
We typically get a cinematic trailer before we get the gameplay.
Yeah,
that's usually the way these things roll out.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But for starters, this looks great. I love how everybody looks. I have no complaints about the way the characters and the character models and the costumes. I have no complaints. Again, my only complaint was what I said earlier about the DLC regarding Shang Tsung. But Tabmok99. I don't want to hold you up too much because I respect everybody's time, but let's talk about one last thing. Obviously, we'll leave the chat will be last call if you guys any got more questions to ask us by all means. But we got to talk about the collector's edition. I was very fortunate.
You pre-ordered it. You got one.
I did, but I'm not gonna lie to you, man. If anybody who's ever ordered anything from GameStop, you gotta keep hitting the refresh button and so on and so forth. I had to do that several times to lock down my copy because I kind of jumped on it late because I didn't jump on it until after I got out of work because I'm a truck driver, so I couldn't really pull over at the specific time to pick it up. But by the time I got out of work, Amazon has sold out, Target has sold out. GameStop still had them available. And for the reference, I got it for Xbox Series X. That's the system I have. I don't have a PlayStation 5. I had to refresh my GameStop page several times, but it went through. I got my...
Did you do this? Did you do this on a computer or on a smartphone?
I did it on my phone.
It's frustrating,
I got it. But I got
I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad you did. That's not an easy way to do it.
But I did. So I don't have to scalp it, and I don't have to wait for the restocks. I got it. And I'm very excited because I cannot wait.
And it's a cool looking addition. I mean, did you see the statue?
Yes. That's the way. I want that statue. I cannot wait for the statue to put it right here with my other Mortal Kombat collections. By the way, I recently got this. I'm sure I've shown it up to many people already, but I finally got this Iron Studios Goro. I love this. Yep. My Iron Studios Goro. I was lucky to get one on eBay. But I want to put my Fire God Liu Kang right next to Goro. That's my plan.
They deserve a spot next to each other. So let me ask you this then, since we're talking about Goro. Do you think Goro is gonna be a character in Mortal Kombat 1?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
The original plot is that Goro and the Great Kung Lao fight each other. Like that's kind of part of the original lore.
I think what's gonna happen. Speculation time, people. I think what's gonna happen is Liu Kang's gonna be hell bent on focusing on training. I'm guessing Fire God Liu Kang can't enter the tournament, and I'm guessing that I know we still have to finish some, but I'm just guessing. He's training Great Kung Lao to prepare him to beat Goro. I think what's gonna happen is I think the Great Kung Lao will in fact defeat Goro, but it's gonna give rise to another threat, whether if it's from Order Realm or Chaos Realm or Outworld. I think. In fact, the Outworld invasion could happen sooner now if Great Kung Lao beats Goro. So who knows? I feel like Great Kung Lao will beat Goro this time. And I think it's going to give rise to a new threat. That's what I think. Speculating.
Yeah, no, it is interesting to think about it because we don't know a whole lot of details. All you can really do at this point is speculate on, based on our knowledge of previous MK games, what would make sense.
Yeah.
And, like... Imagine Earthrealm defeats Shang Tsung, so then he comes back at the next tournament with Goro, and then Kung Lao manages to defeat Goro because he's actually prepared for something like that this time.
Yeah.
What does Outworld do now with Earthrealm's getting 2 victories in a row? What would happen if Earthrealm got 10 victories in a row? Like, that would throw off the balance of the universe, right? The Furies. It would unbalance the Furies in the other direction. There's so many different things they could explore in this new Mortal Kombat timeline. You love to see.
Yeah, absolutely. So, it's exciting times, and
he could actually if he loses against if Goro loses Goro, that might trigger him to start a deadly alliance much earlier than he originally planned. Like, there's just so many cool things they could do.
Yeah, like I said, without a doubt, Goro will be in the game, whether if he's playable or not. We will see. I just feel you can't. I feel like it doesn't matter what timeline of Mortal Kombat. If they're going back to the Great Kung Lao, you can't tell the story of the Great Kung Lao without Goro, and that's why I think Goro is in the game.
Makes sense. It makes sense. Going back to the Amazon leak, Amazon did leak Quan Chi as one of the characters in game.
Yes, and I believe that's probably true too because it was on another leak I was talking about. So, yeah. So I believe that's I believe. Plus, I can't see Quan Chi sitting out 2 games in a row.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, Quan Chi's kind of become a staple of the franchise over the years. They really did build him up a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm just looking at the comments here.
Okay, so Evil Emperor gave us a good one. Like, maybe overzealous thinking, but it would be bold of Netherrealm Studios to include every past character in this new era, playable or not. I mean, I don't know about everyone, but like, could you imagine them giving them a nod or a shout out, maybe showing them in story mode, introducing them as an assist character, or just mentioning them in a dialogue or something? Every character, it's possible.
We'll have to wait and see. I mean, it's gonna be insane. We're in for a wild ride. So,
well, they always have a habit of either taking old rumors and finally making them real, right?
Yep.
Or going back to things that they wanted to do in the past but never could, and then finally rolling them out. Getting Jean-Claude Van Damme is a really good example of that.
Yeah. You know what? One of the things I actually wanted to mention that I didn't get to mention is you mentioned we were talking about skins. I got a few wish lists here. I would love to see a Talisa Soto katana skin. Absolutely. I would love, I know it will never happen. We won't get into it, but man, it would have been great to see like like a Daniel Pesina or anybody from the old Richard DeVizio. I would love to see those skin reels. I know it won't happen, but I personally would have loved to seen it. Or John Turk. I would have loved to seen those skins more than anything. I know it will never happen, but that would be awesome if they ever did something like that.
It would have made more sense than like Dimitri Vargas as Sub-Zero.
Yeah. So,
having a John Turk Sub-Zero actually would have been on point for them, on brand, but that's all right.
Yeah.
They have a chance now to kind of look at what worked and what didn't work and try to. That seemed to me like more studio interference.
But I'm just saying, I absolutely love the MK1995 skins, Christopher Lambert and Richard
that was
Wilson.
fantastic.
That
was
it.
great.
Loved it. They even had their voices. I loved it. That was amazing. And I really want to see more of that.
But for the game actors, I hear you.
But also, like
I'm
I said,
with you.
Talisa Soto, Robin Shu. Like, I would like to see the ones that didn't get to have from the 95 movie. But I would really would love to see the old actors more than anything. As of someone who's been there from the beginning, a fan from the beginning like you, for me that'd be a dream come true. It really would.
It would really be cool to see like Richard DeVizio as Quan Chi or something like that. You know what I mean? Like really bring back the whole mythologies stuff. There's opportunities there for sure that they could have fun with it. I'd love to see it.
I would love to see it. Like I said, we don't have to go into the dirty details. I know it won't happen, but you never know. But it would be a dream come true as a longtime fan. It would.
So the next big thing we expect, the next piece of news we see regarding Mortal Kombat 1, we think is going to happen Wednesday on the PlayStation show, right?
Yes. And then there's Evo in July.
But we'll probably not have to wait till July. We'll probably get something between now and then.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what's interesting is that we have a 4-month window. Not even. 4-month window between now and when the game comes out in September.
And, we had the same 4-month window with Mortal Kombat 11 where they had the reveal in January and then they had the release in April. Yeah. I think that works. I like 4 months. I think that really gives the chance to build up hype, but not frustrate people because they're going to have to wait forever. I think they found a good balance with that 4 months.
I hope that they keep... Here's what I want if I'm doing the campaign. I want to see more character-based trailers like they did with MKX. That's what I want to see. I want to see character... Like, they reveal a new character or
right.
They reveal a character and do a character trailer showcasing their moves, showcasing their part in the story. That's what I want. Well,
I do want to give them a shout out for this trailer, for the one they just released. Squeezing so many characters into one trailer, like the first real trailer that we get. That was awesome.
And not another Scorpion Sub-Zero fight.
Not another Scorpion Sub-Zero. And, in the past, they've usually revealed 2 characters who are fighting each other, and that was all you get. They revealed a lot in one sitting.
Yeah.
This is a great introduction to the game. I know it wasn't a gameplay trailer, and trust me, that's coming. There will be combat casts, too, so we should keep an eye out for those. So stuff is coming. News is going to be released. But, man, oh, man, I think...
The hype... Get aboard the hype train! Woo, woo! Like,
that's it.
Let's go.
That's it.
I'm here for it. I cannot wait. And that, like I said, I love the Mortal Kombat community. And of course, shout out to our friends at Komi Dogu. I'm excited, and I can't wait to have more of these discussions. As I'll call these bonus streams. Okay, I'm totally all for doing unplanned Mortal Kombat based bonus streams. As we get closer and closer to the reveal. Without a doubt, me and Joe, we will play story mode on Twitch when the game releases on launch. Book that. That will happen. We will do story mode on Twitch. We'll definitely give a full-blown review. And we'll definitely have a full-blown live stream with Tabmok and hopefully some other friends of the Mortal Kombat community. And we will give our opinions and so on and so forth. Without a doubt, we will be doing that. And this is exciting because this is the first time during the NerdCage started exactly 3 years ago last week. This is the first time that we're getting a Mortal Kombat game being released during the era of NerdCage. So we will definitely do more Mortal Kombat 1 base streams as the months go on and when the game gets released. And, of course, we will be playing it on Twitch without a doubt. Exciting times for sure.
That's right. And so, yeah, they did announce a release window. It is coming out at the end of September. In fact, if you look at the very end of the trailer, I think they have the full release date. You can pre-order the game as of yesterday, but it comes out, was it September 19th, I want to say, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so
same month
September
as
19th.
it's gonna be cool. September's gonna be a cool month because we got Mortal Kombat and we got Starfield. And you know what's really crazy? November is the 30th anniversary of Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. It is. It is. So yeah, the game comes out September 19th. I'm looking forward to it. I wouldn't be surprised if some people get it a couple days early and dump the whole thing on YouTube.
Yep.
So look out for that. But it might be harder to dump because there could be so many branching story mode elements like we're kind of speculating on. That may be hard to show everything. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. And also I want to point out too, we had a really, really successful giveaway yesterday. I'm very, very happy how it all went. Well, I should say Thursday. Excuse me. Our giveaway went fantastic on Thursday. I'm not gonna make any promises, people.
Well, tell us what you gave away.
Well, we gave away an Xbox Series X. Congrats to Sean from Canada for winning. He's absolutely thrilled. I shipped it out to him this morning, as my dog wants to pop in and say hello. Hey, Lars, say hello to everybody in the Mortal Kombat community.
Let's give Lars a woof woof.
Yes, he doesn't bark. He's big and lazy. He doesn't bark. But yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna make any promises, guys, but I will try. If there's a restock or something, I'm gonna try to get myself another collector's edition for a giveaway. I'm gonna try. Not making promises.
I really like their the Course X Scorpion. I thought that was a really cool skin.
Yeah.
And I think their Liu Kang looks great too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And the print also not bad. So yeah, man, that getting one of those special editions and being able to do that as a giveaway on the stream, that is fantastic. Like, guys, if you can't,
I'm not gonna make any promises. I mean, I got mine. I'm happy I got mine, but I got.
Yeah. I know, no promises.
Another.
But if you can swing it, do it.
Yeah, if I can swing another, whether if it's Xbox or PlayStation, yeah, I will definitely do one because I know how hard these things are to get, and I want to do. After a very successful. Me and Joe talked about it, after a very successful giveaway, we want to do another. And what better to do a Mortal Kombat Collector's Edition because the Mortal Kombat community has been awesome for NerdCage, and I would love to do a Mortal Kombat centered giveaway. So I will try to. So I'm going to make a swing at it. I'm going to try to get another Collector's Edition, and we will do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway in the same style. You email us, and then we'll spin a wheel live. Yeah, we're going to do it like that if I can get my hands on another.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea. So whether it's a special edition or just the regular edition, I think I'm going to be playing on the PC again this time around. I saw the requirements for a computer. I got it. I still got my gaming computer from MK11, and I think this one's up to the task, but maybe I'll upgrade and get another gaming computer.
If you have that information in front of you, do you mind reading it off to us here, to our fans on the stream and podcast?
You know, I don't have it in front of me. I do remember seeing that it needed 100 gigabytes of space.
Okay, there you go. That was just good, I think, because I don't have that information in front of me. I just figured it'd be good information to share for.
It is good. It is good information.
I know on NerdCage Nation here, I know we have a lot of PC players, so that's why I figured it'd be good information to share.
Yeah, no, it would be.
And the Switch is getting a copy too. I will definitely be buying a Switch version. Here's why. I do have Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch. All things considering, it's actually a really good transfer. If you can get past the downgrade of the graphics, it plays just as good, and the cinematic stuff wasn't affected. It was just the gameplay. And the fact that you can play it mobile is awesome. So I do plan on getting a Switch version, so when I'm out traveling, I'll have Mortal Kombat 1 to play with me.
The fact that they made that work on the Switch, of course, it was going to have to be a downgrade just for technical reasons.
It's mind-blowing.
But they pulled it off. Yeah, they really did.
Yeah,
so will they be able to do that again with 12? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean 1, not 12.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is it's just the idea of being able to play that on the go. If you can
I've seen the box art already for the Switch version. I mean, yeah, they're going forward with it, so I can't wait to see how that comes out.
I'm just happy that Nintendo is, friends with Mortal Kombat again, I'm glad that Switch and Nintendo's not afraid to go mature. I know for years they kind of swiveled away from it. After the Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64, they kind of went away from the mature titles. I'm happy.
They did have on the GameCube and on the Wii. They skipped the Wii U. Like NetherRealm didn't release anything for the Nintendo Wii U. They skipped right past that one. They're all in again with the Switch.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get a copy of the Switch version just to play on the go.
All right, so question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think there's going to be any sort of a tie-in like they used to do with MKX and MKX Mobile, and then MK11 and MK Mobile? Do you think there'll be any kind of a tie-in where if you play Mortal Kombat Onslaught on your phone and Mortal Kombat 1 on your console and link them up somehow, you get extra rewards in both?
That'd be interesting. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
They did that for the last 2 titles, so I think
I would assume that they would.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anybody talking about it. It's just me spitballing here, but we've seen them do it already with the last 2 games. So be prepared, guys. If you really want to do well in MK1, that might be a thing you got to get on your phone.
Yeah, absolutely. And it'd be cool if they did for the Switch Mortal Kombat amiibos. I know they won't, but that'd be cool if they did.
Could you imagine them doing little chibi styles like the way they looked in Puzzle Combat mode on MK Deception?
Oh,
it could fit. It could fit.
I miss Puzzle Mode. I love Puzzle Mode. Puzzle Mode was great.
Yeah, and that chibi style fits with the amiibos that you were talking about. Like, I just think it would be, you know what? We should have Evil Emperor X in the chat. He's really good with Photoshop. He should just make a couple of amiibos in that style. Show us how they would look.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, or show them in the style of the new Mortal Kombat 1 game. Maybe that would be better.
Yes. But yeah, I think the amiibo is a cool thing that Nintendo does. That'd be cool if they did that with Mortal Kombat. But I don't think Nintendo's really focused on their first-party games. So, but
yeah, and they may not want M-rated titles to be mixed in with the amiibos too. It's a little different territory there.
Yeah. But no, it's definitely cool that we're getting PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and the Switch. So I like the fact that NetherRealm is going to give everybody the chance to play the game, no matter what system you have. But the only thing is, if you're PlayStation 4 and Xbox One,
you got to upgrade.
You got to upgrade. This is, like I said, this is the first time in next generation, current gen, you got to get it. So yeah, I'm not surprised. I was kind of expecting that, but I'm grateful to have a Series X, and that's where I got pre-ordered mine for. And again, it's so pretty mind-blowing that I got it on the Switch. So you got plenty of ways to play. You just got to upgrade. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Is there any last call, guys? The bar's closing. You guys got any other questions for us, or any thoughts on Mortal Kombat 1, because we do have some stuff we want to talk about before we leave, obviously. But does anybody have, or Tabmok, do you have anything else you want to touch on before we call it a night here?
I guess I just want to share where you can find me on social media and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can find me on
links
Twitter.
Are in the description, by the way. Everybody, all Tabmok's links are in the description. But yes,
that's right. They will be in the description. But you can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram. Same username that I use here, Tabmok99. You can also find me on youtube.com/Tabmok99. My videos are basically Mortal Kombat lore, so I just released a video just last week talking about Scorpion and his family, his wife and child, and the different storylines that give me for that throughout the games, the comics, all the different media of Mortal Kombat over the years. And that was a really fun video to release. I've got more videos I'm working on. I haven't told anybody yet, so I'm just going to tell you here for the first time on NerdCageLIVE what my next video idea is going to be. I'm going to show, and this should hopefully drop next week, I'm going to go back and show you all the times that there were dinosaurs in Mortal Kombat. I know a lot of you can probably think of at least one example, but I'm going to show you that there have been many over the years. Dinosaurs have actually been a staple of Mortal Kombat since practically the very beginning. So that'll be fantastic.
Awesome. We cannot wait. Yeah, like I said, all the links are in the description, and when that video drops, we'll definitely share it. I'll definitely share that across all social media. Of course, we have NerdCage Nation, the Facebook group, Nerd_Cage on Instagram and Twitter, and of course the NerdCageLIVE Discord, which is now live. Link in the description. Of course, we have the NerdCageLIVE on Twitch.tv/NerdCageLIve, and of course the NerdCageLIVE Gaming sub channel, which is our simulcast to Twitch. So I just want to go over a few things, guys. What we have coming up here. So first and foremost, if you haven't already, please check out our unboxing video of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Me and Joe unboxed it. We had a field day unboxing it, so check that out. It's our latest video. We also dropped a couple shorts. I did a review of the movie Blackberry, and Joe did a review of Jedi Fallen, whatever, the newest one there. Whatever the new Star Wars game is. But anyway, Joe reviewed that.
Is it Follow the Jedi?
Yeah, Fallen Jedi or Fallen Order, whatever it's called.
Something like that.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm not a Star Wars person. Please check out our live stream from yesterday. Yes, it was the Xbox giveaway, but before we gave away the Xbox, it was me, Joe, Josh, and of course, Shaq of the Round One Podcast in Fist Vegas. We all sat down and we all gave our picks for the best video game of each decade in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. It was a really great live stream. I will post the podcast audio only version tomorrow, but you can go all the way right here on YouTube and rewatch that live stream. Tuesday, Joe and I will be back playing Metroid Prime Remastered on Twitch. That will be back at our normal time, 8 o'clock on Tuesday. And then, of course, Thursday, we'll reiterate, Thursday is the night. Oh, Jedi Survivor, excuse me. That was the name again. Thursday. Bow down to the Emperor. Brian Glenn, the OG Shao Kahn, will be here on Thursday, May 25th at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Have your questions ready. We are absolutely excited here to have Brian Glenn on the show. As a longtime Mortal Kombat fan, I am starstruck. I cannot wait. Like I said, it's going to be really awesome. He'll be taking questions live. Have your questions ready. If you submit them early to us, you'll have a better chance of getting your question asked on air. So,
now, yes. I got one question that I'm going to submit to you for him right now. All right. And maybe you can have a picture of this that you can kind of have on stream for when you ask it, okay?
Yes.
In Mortal Kombat 3, Shao Kahn has his Wrath Hammer. That's the first game where Shao Kahn actually has a weapon like that. Did they give him a real hammer to hold in his hands, or was that all just artists adding it up after the fact?
Oh, that's a good one.
I have a feeling it was just art. I don't think they actually built a real hammer. I've never seen a photo like behind the scenes of an MK3 hammer. So it was probably just something that John Tobias added, or maybe it was like 3D rendered or something. But if there was a real hammer, that would be badass. And I'd love to know for sure.
Absolutely. That's a great question. Not to mention, it's one of the things we always reference here. We call Joe the Troll Hammer.
Yep.
And finally, now that we finished Mortal Kombat 11 on Twitch, this coming Friday, we're going to be starting Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars on Twitch. Joe has never played it before. We're very excited. I haven't played it in like 5 years, so yes, we're going to be playing Super Mario RPG starting on Friday.
Well, I can't wait to see you defeat Smithy.
Yes, that's gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be fun, and hopefully by the time we're done playing Mario RPG, hopefully Street Fighter 6 will be out, and we'll do that story mode.
All right, do me a favor. When you play Super Mario RPG, can you please unlock the hidden fight with Culex?
Yes, I know how to do it. I still remember.
It's in Monstro Town.
Yes, and you gotta have the shiny stone. I remember.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
I remember. I also remember how to find the casino.
Okay, yeah, that's also important. You can get frog coins in there.
Yep. Like I said, I absolutely remember the game. It's just I haven't played it in a really long time, and Joe has never experienced it. And Joe's a Final Fantasy fan, so I'm surprised that he. But to be fair, the Mario RPG came out at the tail end of the Super Nintendo life cycle, and it came out after Mario 64, I think. So I don't blame people who missed out on it. but I think if you missed out on it, you gotta go back and play it. Now listen, guys, if you want to show your support to us, go to our TeePublic, and as you can see, actually, Tabmok, if you don't mind standing up for a second, show off your shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes, there we go.
I knew that was going to happen. Damn you, green streams.
No, it's all good. But yeah, as you can see, Tabmok is wearing the regular NerdCage Live shirt. It's our #1 selling shirt. It's got the strength and geek knowledge on the back. Here it is. You can get it in any size, any color. And like I said, we got other awesome designs too. Like, you know, we have this one here. You know, based on the website that a lot of people visit.
It's a very popular hub for a lot of people.
Yes, exactly. But for you Mortal Kombat fans, we got you covered. We got the Mortal Kombat arcade marquee. We got the Mortal Kombat 1 Fatality, Mortal Kombat 2 Fatality, and where's my Mortal Kombat 3 shirt? Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, I'm digging for it. I'm digging for it. Sorry.
But all these designs kick ass. It's worth the wait.
Yes, there we go. Mortal Kombat 3 Fatality. And of course, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom's out. Be sure to, it's too dangerous to go alone, so get your Sword and Shield shirt. And if you don't have the power, wisdom, and courage to talk to women or guys, here is your Triforce NerdCage Live shirt. So be sure to get all of our shirts.
Which one is best for helping you talk to members of the opposite sex? Is it the Triforce of Courage, the Triforce of Power, or the Triforce of Wisdom?
Oh, absolutely. It's got to be Courage. So yeah, be sure to get those shirts. We have more designs on the way, I promise. Like I said, it's a good way to support us. Like I said, they come in small or 5XL, so if you're a skinny booty call or a fat fuck, it don't matter. Big or small, we love them all. Get yourself a NerdCage Live shirt. So, really appreciate Tabmok99. Thank you so much for coming here at the last minute stream here.
Jay, always a pleasure.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to, we're going to have a blast covering this game for the next few months here as the hype train continues to roll. So, appreciate the Mortal Kombat community. I see, you know, Doomzilla, Evil Emperor, Uncanny Carlos, FallenOne Gaming, like everyone who came in tonight. Thank you so much for showing your support. And if you're listening on the podcast form, thank you very much as well. Again, mark your calendar for this coming Thursday, May 25th. Brian Glenn, the original Shao Kahn, will be here on NerdCage Live, invading from yours truly, the Outworld. So, we previews ask you to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and spread this shit like the sands of time from Mortal Kombat. So to you I say, from yours truly, Syracuse, New York, and of course Florida, and to all our friends around, fans around the world at NerdCage Live and Tabmok99. As always, enjoy life, stay safe, eat your vegetables, do your push-ups, go to the gym. And have a great night, people, and we'll see you Tuesday on Twitch.
Thanks again, everybody. Take it easy.
And stick around for these awesome promos and get trapped in the cage.
Finish him. I am Shao Kahn. Bow to me. Feel the power of Shao Kahn.
That's right, NerdCage Nation. Mark your calendars for Thursday, May 25th at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time as Brian Glenn, the original Shao Kahn for Mortal Kombat 2 and 3. Got Nerd Live.
NerdCage Live and gaming are a perfect match.
Shoot the J, Joe.
Okay.
Shoot it!
All right.
Over on NerdCage Live on Twitch, Jay and Joe go live.
Call me Bazooka Joe.
It's all about you.
Kaboom!
Playing both old school and new school games every Tuesday night. Ooh, what a sight!
Jay, stop looking at her face and run.
But she's so beautiful.
So, be sure to follow NerdCage Live on Twitch.
Run for your life, Joe. Run for your life, Joe.
Running.
Run faster. Oh no, Joe, the galaxy's doomed because of you.
To scratch your gaming itch.
Oh, nice kick, Joe.
Thank you.
Yo, that's diabolical. Wait. Yo!
That's twitch.tv/NerdCageLIve.
Ooh, trying to get out of the NerdCage, are ya? Well, before you go, hit that subscribe button. And if you're really intrigued, ring that bell. Thank you for dropping by. Until next time, tell everyone you know about NerdCage Live!